Hello and welcome back to Banner Page 2.1. If you'd like to check out the mod, there is a link in the description. Otherwise, we're going to join the next assault. We're actually going to be doing something pretty cool in this episode if I can get the funds together. That is going to be the thing that will determine whether we can actually, do something kind of useful here. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can maybe use my explosive arrows. It's going to be a bit difficult for me to do that, I think, because I am, currently without a shield, and shields are kind of important. Oh, nice hit. Okay, come on now. Yes, there we go. That is what I'm talking about. Okay, one more. Just managed to miss that. This is actually Wercheg, by the way, and the Vaegirs apparently wanted to attack here, so who am I to say no? Who am I to say no to a little bit of attacking, a little bit of siege action. And we'll see if we can maybe take out a couple of enemy archers. We're actually not doing too badly. My accuracy is pretty awful at the moment. So, do excuse the slight misses here and there, because we're going to get better. We're going to get better as time goes on. And maybe I'll even have to use my sword at some point as well. But it seems like we should be okay. There are so many vassals here that I personally don't believe the Nords will be able to defend here. But you never know. The Nords are pretty resilient people, and they're quite difficult to deal with most of the time. So I'm just going to try and maximize what I get out of this. And hopefully that's going to help us in general. I mean, I've already leveled up, as you could no doubt tell. I already leveled up once, so that's really, really good. Unfortunately, as you can see, my accuracy, my crosshair, does tend to drift relatively quickly, so I need to release the button very fast. I'm going to see if I can maybe get some more arrows. Oh, hello there. Perfect. Yes, there we go. I'd love to be able to replace my explosive arrows, but of course no one is going to have those. I mean, come on. Who really is going to have explosive arrows on the Nord side? Probably not many people, if any, and they probably would have used them already in this case anyway, so nothing really to even concern ourselves with, to be honest. Anyway, there you go. We're going to get some more kills. I wish there was a kill counter. I'd like to see how many kills I've gotten, but actually, I wonder whether it shows me afterwards. We're going to have to take a look and see, because that would be quite interesting to find out. But otherwise, oh yeah, I'm sniping them over their shields. That's what I really find really fun about Warband, actually. It feels to me, it's a bit weird. In Bannerlord, when you are using a bow or when you're using thrown weapons or something like that, it's pretty hard to actually hit someone over their shield. But in Warband, it seems to be a little bit more accurate. It's a bit weird. You wouldn't expect that to be the case, in my opinion, would you? Because Bannerlord is, of course, 10 years in the making and is, much more, it should be much more polished in terms of the hitboxes and various other things that you're going to be encountering there. Oh yeah, give me some more arrows. Thank you very much. I like it. All right, so as you can currently see, we do have pretty even battle at the moment. I'm actually kind of surprised we haven't pushed forward any further than this, which is kind of weird to me. Not entirely sure what's going on with that, but okay. I mean, who am I to say? I'm not really impacting the battle that dramatically. I mean, I'm killing recruits mostly. I'm just leveling up my archery skill. This is basically the best way that you can level up archery, in my opinion. I feel like the only other way that you could probably do it a little bit easier is in a siege defense. But even then, you have the very worrying prospect of people coming into melee range and trying to murder you mercilessly. So, that's obviously a bit of a worry. But anyway, what we're going to be doing in this episode is I'm hopeful I will be able to get the money together to be able to construct a bandit hideout. And yeah, can you believe it? Can you believe it that Banner Page actually has bandit units that you can recruit? You can actually make your own hideout. You can upgrade that hideout, and then you can recruit a variety of different unique NPCs. And then those NPCs give you the ability to recruit various other units, and do other things actually as well, because you have a merchant, you have a morale person that can help you with morale, and a number of other things, a smuggler as well, which helps you by being a merchant with a significant amount of cash. And of course, you have a ransom broker too. I mean, what bandit hideout wouldn't be, or should we say, would be complete without a ransom broker of some kind? I would like to get past here, but I'm a little bit worried, to be honest. My one-handed skill is really bad, so it's unlikely I'll be able to really do anything here, but I don't really want to die. I would like to survive until the very end, if at all possible. But as you can see, my one-handed weapon proficiency is pretty much like 76. Yeah, that's pretty awful. So I'm hopeful that I will be able to level it up just a little bit. Unfortunately, the enemy is going to do quite a bit of damage to me in this position. So I'm hopeful that, yes, there we go. I'm hopeful that we can just get these infantry out the way, and I think we should be in a decent position to now move up. Come on, guys, just charge. That's the one thing that Bannerlord does better than Warband. They allow you to pass through your own units quite easily in comparison to Warband, where they are very difficult to dislodge from various points, you know, so it's very difficult to get past them, as you can see right here. Like, for example, right here in Bannerlord, I could just pass right through, but these guys are blocking me in Warband. But of course, as I say, Warband is a 10-year-old game. You would expect Bannerlord to have those quality of life improvements. However, Warband still has that charm. It still has that charm, and it's actually kind of amazing. Anyway, there you go. I actually did end up losing basically my entire army, which is actually hilarious in my opinion. But there you go. Oh, yes, it does actually show our kill count. Look at that. I killed 32. Nice. I actually killed more than Mr. Yaroglek himself, which I gotta say is pretty impressive, I guess. Anyway, oh dear. Okay, we're actually going to be fighting in the streets here. This is not good. Yes, headshot with an explosive arrow. He wouldn't have a head after that, that's for sure. Anyway, there you go. We might have some difficulties here because I do not have a shield. And of course, even Nord archers are going to be able to do some pretty considerable damage. There we go. Take those guys down. Take that guy down. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We're playing the support role quite well here so far. I'm a bit worried about the final stage, to be honest. I think the final stage is going to be touch and go for the most part. We'll see. We'll see how it is. All right, here we go. I'm gonna have to get in here pretty quickly. Gonna have to get in here. Oh dear. Oh dear. I hope there are stairs behind me. Yes, there are stairs behind me. Fantastic. Ooh, there's nothing I could do. There is just nothing I could do. If I'm in there with literal, like, nothing, I literally just have 2 units, and of course my one-handed weapon proficiency is awful. There is nothing I could do about that, unfortunately. Yes, thank you, Sven. Thank you. Thank you very much about that. But we did actually help out quite a bit. I'm actually wondering, is there anything I can do to maybe stick around here? And I'm going to have to wait here for some time, I suppose. And, well, we're going to have to see what's going on. We're going to have to get ourselves taken prisoner by the looks of things. Oh, my tools got stolen as well. Everything has gone downhill, shall we say. Anyway, we do have 15 acres owned in Riverchegg, which I think is pretty cool. But, yeah, anyway, that's not a problem at all. And Werchegg is now ours, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, I did not get anything from the siege itself, which is what I was actually attempting to do at the time. So, yeah, that's a bit of a shame. But it's all right. It's all right. We're going to bounce back. All right, so we're in a battle against some Sea Raiders right here, and I have recruited some additional units with the funds that I've gained from my investment in Riverchegg. And it does take a little bit of time, unfortunately, to get that money back, but it's I think it's much more efficient to do that because it is an exponential gain rather than, you know, a Weaverian Dye Works or something like that. And Weaverian Dye Works is effective, don't get me wrong, it is effective, but it is going to be one of those things where you might one time have, 500, 600 a week, and then some other time you might have 300 or 200. So it is generally just a case of me wanting a more maybe stable passive income, even though it's maybe not the most stable. But anyway, as you can see, I'm currently struggling for money right here because my weekly cost is spiraling thanks to all of these new recruits that I've just gotten. And we also have Sven, who we lost as well. So that's obviously going to be a bit of a problem. I'm going to be rescuing farmers and peasant women. As I've said before, I'm not going to be using any faction-themed units at all. Alright, so because we are, of course, a bandit, and what else can we do except raid villages and indeed demand protection money from said villages? So what we can do is we can actually go here and say, I can protect this village from harm for a fee, and we gain 80 dinars from that. Now, I gotta say, 80 dinars, I don't know whether that's worth it with the honor reduction and the relation penalties and so on and so forth. But obviously, because we're a bandit, it doesn't really matter. And 80 dinars is, I guess, decent. I mean, it's not that good. Unfortunately, I would much rather plunder the village, for example. And I think we're actually going to end up doing that. And we'll see if we can maybe do something with this. Let's see if we can get some cash. Oh, that was remarkably fast. I actually wonder whether looting really does affect the speed, but that was extremely quick. And we're going to see if I can maybe do something here. I have been doing a bit of raiding previously. That's why I have 4,800 right now. And I've been pretty successful. And it's actually quite funny because the Vaegirs have been doing a very good job in taking, well, things, just generally anything that they can. And, ooh, look at that. I got away just in time. Oh, yes. Yeah, the Nords and their vassals do seem to be quite fast when it comes to reacting to raids and indeed to sieges as well. So, ooh, here we go. Here we go. This might be cool. Okay, hello there. This is a pretty even battle. Oh, no, never mind. It's not going to be an even battle by any means, because as you can see, we actually have Mr. Yaraglek and Mr. Mariga coming in to help us out. But hopefully what I can do is maybe just advance my my archery proficiency or something like that. And I wouldn't mind taking him prisoner as well, or letting him go. I mean, I think I'm a bandit. I'm a kind of evildoer in this series, so might as well just take him prisoner, right? Yeah, might as well just take him prisoner, and maybe even, you know what? There are executions in this game. I mean, in this mod, should we say. There are executions. And should we start executing enemy vassals? That might actually be kind of fun to see what happens. I mean, I'm going to get vilified like no one's business, which would probably not be the best idea, you know, in the grand scheme of things. But I would kind of be interested to see, you know? I would be interested to see. And who am I if not a guinea pig for those of you that would like to see those kinds of mechanics? So it kind of makes sense for me to try it out, right? Kind of makes sense, no? Well, let's see if maybe I can... Ooh, that's a nice horse. Look at that. That is a nice horse indeed. Look at that. It's just huge amounts of armor and no doubt massive amounts of HP as well. Definitely got to get me one of those. Maybe. We'll see. Ah, never mind. He narrowly escaped death. I forgot that Warband has that percentage chance to capture, whereas Bannerlord is pretty much 100% chance to capture, and then you can choose what you want to do with them. Anyway, we do have a bit of a siege going on here. Do we? Or is it just a battle? Because it seems like it's just a battle. It's a bit weird. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. I'm not entirely sure why the Vaegirs are not helping their friend. There we go. Now they're actually starting to help their friend, which is good. And we have leveled up. So let's see what I'm actually going to go for here. Probably going to go for another point in agility. So I can go for some more horse archery. And we'll go for archery itself. And then a little bit more proficiencies there. And what's actually going on here? Oh, he's running. How dare you? How dare you run, sir? All right, let's go and help out our ally. I'm actually just going to auto-resolve this real fast so that we could potentially maybe... no. I was going to say maybe take him prisoner, but no, that's not going to happen, unfortunately. Okay, so let's chase after him. Ooh, now this might be a bit difficult. This might be a bit difficult. As you can see, we have 46 against the enemy's 40. And, well, we have a... Oh, this might be difficult. We have a battle advantage of -2. Ooh, okay. Let's see what I can do here. Okay, we're in a pretty decent position, but unfortunately these are Nords. If these were Swadians or Khergit, we would have pretty much the supreme positioning here. I mean, literally, just look at this. Look at this insane height advantage. I mean, I do have Welsh longbowmen, so we should be pretty good in that regard. And we also have some of these crossbowmen as well, which are no doubt going to be very effective for us, or at least I hope so. Nice. Good damage, good damage. Need to be a bit careful, though. Yeah. Oh, nice. We leveled up. That's what we want. That is what we want. Okay, some more damage, please. This shield is blocking the explosion? Really? No. That's terrible. Oh, well, never mind. We're doing okay, though, as you can no doubt tell. We're doing pretty well so far. My archers are just absolutely destroying the opponent in pretty much every way. Unfortunately, my Vikings will probably suffer quite a few casualties here. I'm going to have to do a little bit of damage myself in melee. Nice, nice. Just going to run through them as best I can. Try to do a little bit of damage here and there. Don't really care about if I get the kill or not, because generally just interrupting them, disrupting them, making sure that any hit whatsoever on them is going to be a kill for my forces. That's pretty much all we want to do. There we go. Nice. And... nice. There we go. That's what we want to see. My one-handed weapon proficiency is leveling up like no one's business as well. That's really very, very useful, especially considering in those dueling situations, like for example in the siege that we did earlier. That really needed... I would say maybe... well, it probably needed a shield, let's face it. It probably needed a shield, but it also needed us to be able to eliminate those units just that much quicker, because we were in a situation where we were in a 1 versus 1 duel, and if I was able to eliminate my opponent just that much quicker, I probably would have been able to survive in that situation. Anyway, we did end up losing quite a few units here because, of course, I don't have a medicinal companion yet. And look at this. We've improved our relation with this guy by a pretty significant amount. He actually didn't have a very good relation with us yet. So that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I actually have no space in my inventory right here because I kind of neglected to sell, which is pretty bad. That is pretty bad, but it's all right because we can pretty much just swap out some stuff if we want to. So I guess I'll just take, not these, I'll just take these, and then we'll just move on, and we'll see if I can maybe sell that stuff over here. Ah, yes, the Nords have now made peace with the Vaegirs, which I think is actually pretty cool. We gain right to rule as well, and as a mercenary, that is very, very important. You know, gaining that right to rule, especially considering we're going to aim to create a bandit kingdom of some kind. I think that's going to be super fun to do. Now, what I do need to do is get 10,000 dinars to be able to upgrade my hideout. I do have a hideout. It cost me 3,500 to be able to do that, and you need some tools in your inventory. That's why I have some tools right here. My other tools got stolen. Oh, I actually have two sets of tools now. Well, that's interesting. Anyway, this guy has 30,000. Oh, yes, this is going to be wonderful to sell all of this stuff. Going to sell this. I don't really care about the diminishing returns too much right now. Is this actually better than what I have? Not really. Going to sell it. And then we'll sell the shield. Oh, I kind of want to keep the shield just in case I end up using something like that. And otherwise, we'll sell the oil as well, and the well-made wine, and the tools. There we go. So we actually have 10,000 because of that raid. You see what I mean? Raids are so incredibly profitable. Raiding is really good. And there's my hideout over here. I basically placed it over here for no reason other than it is close to Riverchegg, and it gives me the opportunity to stop off there. Well, quite often, because obviously there's a number of rents and things that I can pick up. in that area. So let me see what I actually need to do here. So, okay, so okay. So we need tools and lumber. I wonder, is there lumber mill? Is there a lumber mill on the map? I'm not entirely sure, but let's have a look here and see if we can find some lumber. There's tools. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so I don't see any lumber right here, so I'm actually not sure where to get it. I wonder whether there is a lumber mill on the map. Something tells me probably not, but I should be able to find it maybe in a forested area. So Curor has a bunch of trees surrounding it, so it might very well be that that might have some lumber in here. They've got pottery. Not entirely sure why they're making pottery here. Yeah, they're known for iron as well, aren't they? Yes, they are known for iron. So I guess I'll try and find some lumber then. Ah, here we go. I actually found some lumber. Fantastic. I hope I only need one. I'm not entirely sure whether that is indeed the case. Unfortunately, as well, by the way, I now no longer have 10,000. Yeah, as you can see, I actually only have 9,700 now. Purely for the fact that my wages came up. That was it. My wages came up and they were like, oh yes, I will drain all of your money as fast as it possibly can. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'll leave the bandit hideout upgrading for the next episode because every single faction with the Vaegirs has now made peace. So I will be unable to raid any villages to my heart's content, basically. So I'll have to wait until there's a war declaration, or I'll just do a couple of bandit fights to get up to 10,000, and then in the next episode we'll see our bandit hideout come to fruition, or at least I hope so. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.